Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football.
Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey is one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
Back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to go back to Clay that time, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. He gets this one to Johnson. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. It was... So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's caught. Cooper. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sean Lee in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo. He's a very, very fickle man.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 99. Check 99.
2nd and 2. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Matt Milano able to get him for a loss of about 3. But they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Johnson's got it complete. To throw now on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. Give him 9 there on the first down. Completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back.
Play action. It's Newton. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and it's an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Levante David in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. He'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Go. 53 is a mic. 53, check 53. Ready?
Second and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Switch. Hey, 53, Mike. Watch the slant. Try it.
They'll set up to throw. And Brown's got it for a Miami touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he great.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide.
He'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Back to throw here. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Now it's Kamara, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, the reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Newton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. They'll drop the throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now back to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I got it. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, number 53. Mike 53. Hey, keep it.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. 30. The 20. 10, 5, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my app. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This is Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Making the catch is Sternberger. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second and long. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Let's go. Let's do this.
23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Andy Isabella, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit.
Right there. What hit it? Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
1-yard gains are trending. The same result on first, second, and third down.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
He'll drop to throw. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Newton. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. A very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Newton to throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Open man is Uzama. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Draw play. Ingram now. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big tackle?
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Let's go, let's bring it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. 3rd down here. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pressure comes, and the Bills block it. And they are going to take possession of the football.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to score.
So a great special teams play. They block the punt and excellent field position, 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Running with Kamara. Sidesteps him at the 35. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Dolphins, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.